There's a thing out here in the desert, in the Mojave Desert of California. If you're a fan of the band U2 from the 1980s, there's a memorial out here. If you remember the album, The Joshua Tree, well, so the story goes that they were, as a band, they landed in Reno, Nevada, and then they started making their way down south. And they took a few days. They stopped at the town of Bodie. They stopped along the way at a few places to photograph for the album. And their photographer, the band photographer, his name was Anton Corbin. And along the way, he took many photographs, which you can see them on the Joshua Tree album. But he didn't find an iconic photo for the cover or anything major like that. But as they were driving down this road, they were going to Death Valley. And along the way, he happened to glance to the right and saw a lone Joshua tree. It was just enormous. It was the biggest tree that he could see out here in the landscape. And here, let me flip this around. So as you look at this landscape, there's some of these Joshua trees that you see on the horizon there. Right, there's one coming up right here on my left side, the small one. This little small one right here. These are Joshua trees. But there aren't very many big, giant, enormous Joshua trees out here. There are some in Joshua Tree National Park, for example. There are some enormous ones there, but you're not going to see very many of these out here in this landscape. I don't know why. But anyway, so he looked to the right of the road and he saw this giant Joshua tree, and immediately he yelled out to stop the bus, and they walked across the landscape a little bit and ended up at that Joshua tree, and they posed in front of it. It was a cold, I'm not sure if it was morning or afternoon. I think it was morning, but it was cold, and they were all, if you've seen the photo of Bono and The Edge and Clayton and all that, they're all standing around, in their tank tops and stuff, and freezing cold out there. And, they took these photos and they ended up on the album itself. Over time, that tree died, and somebody took it upon themselves to find that tree. They used the mountain landscape in the background. As you can see back there, those mountains. And I myself, I'm using a feature in the landscape to navigate away from this road. The site isn't on this road here. It's off the road. So let me get off this road. This road is way too sandy. It makes you tired walking on it. Oh, look at this. Yeah, it's a turtle hole or something, but it's covered up. Anyway, gotta watch my footing too. It's early morning, and early morning is when rattlesnakes could be out. Early morning, dusk, and at night. That's when they're most active. So I just gotta watch where I put my foot race, basically. This location is about 3/4 of a mile or a mile in from the road, but it's an easy walk. It's not a hard walk. Yeah, I probably don't want to do it in the height of the heat of the desert, but it's not a hard walk to do. And eventually you will spot things on the ground that don't belong in the desert. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna keep walking out in this general direction, basically. People come out here. It's a pilgrimage, basically, for people to come out here. And so you'll find footsteps, many footsteps out here from people that have been here before you. I don't remember this many of these small ravines like this. Obviously, these are carved by water. I've already crossed two before, and I'm crossing another one. And there's another one here. People have walked here before. These people are probably wandering around the desert looking for the site. I'm not sure if they know exactly what they're looking for, but there's a lot of footsteps here that I'm seeing, including children's footsteps. Look, that thing is, compared to my foot, that's a child size, or maybe a lady size shoe print. Look, footprints. And these are all recent. Like these right here, these are all recent footprints. So people have been here recently in the last day or two. And here we are, actually. We found it. So if you really want to be technical, look for this shaped tree right here. Right there, that one. It can't be that hard to spot. They're all different looking. And once you find that, you'll see that it's to the right of it. You'll see all this stuff here. Have you found what you're looking for? Let's see, what is this? Pinoy fans. I don't know what that is. Vic Rouge. I found it. All the way in 2013. And then you have all of this stuff here. So this is the tree from the photo, the Joshua Tree album. But look at all this stuff here. So let's see a few of the things that we have here. A drum set, busted up drum set, an old U2 t-shirt. I don't know what that is. What is that? The wooden thing? I don't even know what that is. Memorials, like to my parents, back with family, things like that. Inside here, inside this case, let's see what we have inside this case. A whole bunch of stuff. Look. We'll come back. We'll come back to this in a few minutes. Let me just continue on with what I was doing here with looking at these things. There's the band, U2. In case you don't know who they were, that's them. An old raggedy torn up t-shirt right here. U2 Joshua Tree. All of these here. Look, even somebody's ashes we'll put here. Somebody came all the way from Chile. November 2023, Miguel, Alejandra, and Mati from Chile. There's the Irish flag. I believe that's the Irish flag, if I'm not mistaken. Bunch of these little cool things over here. Here, you can read that. And if you want to see more about it, you can go there or there. And you can probably scan that with your phone right now if you want to go to the website. And then we have this suitcase, which also has stuff inside of it. At least it did last time I was here. Look at all that. Look at all that stuff in there, including CDs. Look, there's the album with the tree on it. There's the photo with the tree on it that I was talking about. We'll come back to this in a couple of minutes too. We'll take a look inside that and see what else is in there. There's more stuff here. I'm not sure. Oh, that's a heart, and I don't know. People just put things together with rocks. And then if you come over here, I just noticed this plaque way over here. The most insecurest man. I think this is a memorial to somebody that passed away at 41 years old by the looks of it. All right, let's go take a look inside those boxes really quick and see what's in there. So here we have this. Let's open this up and see what this is. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not entirely sure what this is. This is some old junky thing. I think that somebody wanted to just get rid of, kind of. So they brought it out here. So there's that. What is this? Kids drawing. Have you found what you're looking for? Like I said, here's the CD, the album itself is in the case. Here's another album somebody just brought out here, a CD case with No CD inside of it. I guess they had no use for the CD itself. A U2 hat. Another CD. Bandana, it looks like. What is this? Oh, this is badass right here. This is cool. Check this out. That's pretty cool. From the album cover War, which is another badass album right there. This is cool. I like this. Anyway, we'll put this back. T-shirts, a drumstick for beating drums. A lot of albums and CDs, like CD, Achtung Baby, the album. And here's the Joshua Tree album itself right here. And the tree on the back cover. And that's just a graphic. But inside the folio, like I said, there's the tree itself right there. That's what I was talking about earlier. You see? So that's what it used to look like. That's what it used to look like when it was standing. And now it's dead. And then inside the case itself, a love letter to you two here at the Joshua Tree. And it's a love letter. Whoever wrote this wrote it in longhand and pretty handwriting. But I think that's probably private and I'm not going to read it out for everybody, even for myself. So I'm just going to leave that alone, put it back in. And it looks like the CD for Achtung Baby fell out. So let's put that back in. Okay, there's that. Let's see what else. I'm not going to go through everything here. There's a lot of papers. This is cool. It's a etching. It's a glass etching with the Joshua Tree on it. Look at that. And it's on a thick glass, like plexiglass thing. Or maybe it's, yeah, it's plexiglass. Pretty cool. A cassette. A cassette. Some of you guys might remember these things. I know I do. I used to give mixtapes to girls. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of these like fake dollar bills. I don't know if they were part of a concert or what, but there's a whole bunch of them in here. Another album, another Joshua Tree album. A couple of bottles of Slain. They're empty. Why would you leave your empty bottles? I'm not sure. Champagne bottle, empty again. A ton of pens. Oh, look at that. Irish jewelry. From this brand, Celtic something. Look at that. Kind of cool. Still in there. That's pretty. Leave that alone. Put that in. All right, I'll put all this stuff back in here and we'll take a look at the other one. Let's take a look at the contents of the second box here. There's a ton of albums in this bag here. Not albums, but CDs. But still wrapped. Still wrapped in the original shrink wrap. Not even opened. Interesting. A cassette. The Rose Phantom. Soulless Experiment. These are not even U2 related by the looks of it. Here's another one, still wrapped in the original. No, it's not. It's just in a bag. But it's in a really good condition. CD case. Look at this. Look at this. The Rose Phantom Dead Ringers. Not sure who that is, but there you have it. You can look them up if you're interested. Probably an indie band that came out here. More shrink wrapped albums. Look at this one too. Very cool folio with a little tie-in strap in the back. There you go. We'll put that back in the bag. Leave that alone. Let's see what else is in here. Another album. Not sure who this is either. A book. Looks like a Brazilian because it's all Portuguese on the cover. A wine bottle. Freak show. Or the label is kind of cool. Very interesting label. More CDs. All shrink wrapped. Videolized. I don't know what that is. Videolized again. All these CDs that are in here. Ah, check this out. Tribo Portugal. So these guys are from Portugal. So maybe that book from earlier isn't from Brazil. Maybe it's from Portugal. From these people. They probably left it. And this photo. Kind of cool. All this stuff that's out here. This container definitely has a lot less stuff in it. And it's mostly, from what I see, rocks. And what is this thing? Look at this thing. What is this? Oh, it's a Bible. The New Testament. Somebody left the whole entire Bible here. The whole New Testament. There's an old Polaroid photo of this gentleman. No other information on the photo or anything, just his face. Another photo here. American Leadership Academy. Cigarettes. I don't smoke, so it doesn't really matter to me. So that's what's in this box. Look, there's a car passing from the road. So you can get an idea of how far away this is from the road. It's only like maybe half a mile, if that, not even that probably. Let's wrap this up over here and get going. So there you have it. There's the dead tree. Let's do one more walk around.
Standing before the twisted branches of the now fallen Joshua tree, I felt the weight of its solitary presence, a poignant reminder of resilience amidst adversity. This site, steeped in both beauty and desolation, reflects the enduring spirit of those who have sought solace in its shadow. As the sun rose higher in the sky, slowly shortening each shadow across the arid landscape, I was struck by the profound realization that, much like the tree, we are all shaped by our struggles and the stories we carry. Have you yet found what you were looking for? Have you walked on the street with no name? It's better with you than without you. And my personal favorite, Running to Stand Still, whose title echoes my own experience so deeply. In this sacred space, the echoes of U2's music reverberated, reminding me that even in death, there is a haunting beauty that connects us all, a testament to our shared human experience and the landscapes that cradle our dreams and sorrows.